Hi guys, welcome back to the Ravenous Rebellion Tarot. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I love each and every single one of you. Okay, y'all, it's late. Okay, it is late. Someone is feeling self-righteous, act spiritually superior, condescending, and preachy. This could be you or someone in your energy. Someone who is tangled in a web that they weave for you, unable to free yourself from a sticky situation. Taking a step back helps you see clearly. Okay. All right, so let's see. Holy Spirit, what do we have for the collective? Welcome to the Ravenous Rebellion Tarot. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I love each and every single one of you. I'm here to do a collective reading. If the messages resonate with you, it's all good. If they don't resonate with you, maybe next time, okay? All right, so Holy Spirit, what messages do we have? Brief affair. Brace for a sudden ending. Short but sweet, can't last. Crumbling. Okay, so someone who is very preachy. They may be in some type of affair. They may be having an affair, but everything is crumbling right before their eyes. What you've built feels like it's falling apart. It's okay. You have the strength to build anew. Complicated. Lots of twists and turns, a knotting situation, precarious. So we did see the tangled web that they were weaving for you. Someone who is self-righteous. They partake in brief affairs and their life is crumbling right before their eyes. Okay? Holy Spirit, what are the messages do we have for the collective? What are the messages do we have for the collective here? Okay, exit plan. I think I've got enough now. All right, we have controlling, needs to be right all the time, possessive, jealous lover. And we have it takes two, someone is not committed, incompatible, conflicted, forgiving. They didn't mean to hurt you, but you are holding on to it. Forgiving helps you get past it. So, someone did you dirty. Drowning. You are going under and barely keeping things afloat. Ask for help. So that's why they cheated on you. That's why they had a brief affair on you. Maybe because you're a very forgiving person. Very empathic, sympathetic, so they play on your emotions. Holy Spirit is saying that you need to have an exit plan. Someone wants out, but they aren't making a move yet. Be prepared for sudden changes because things are crumbling, okay? So some of you, things are ending, but you're still pretending that it's not. Okay, don't play yourself. Whoever it is that you're dealing with, they're actually closed off, not very emotionally attached. They're emotionally detached. Okay, they act like they're available because they've been hurt in the past. So for some of you, I'm picking up that this is like old energy, a joker. It's all just a game to them. Insincere, just having fun. This controlling person, okay? Now, I feel like you're on the same type of time that they're on. You're ready to start over, ending it and moving on, trying again. The X is back. So this is an X. This is an X. They feel very conflicted now because of everything that's transpired between you guys. Okay, and their life is actually crumbling right before their eyes. They're looking for a way to get out of it. Yeah, they tangled. So the brief affair was probably not very brief because it looks like this person is in regret now. Okay, they're in regret. Maybe they want your forgiveness, but a lot of times when we say they want your forgiveness, sometimes they really don't. Some people have, like the card said, no emotional attach. Like they're they're not emotionally intelligent, very detached, very cold energy. Cut both ways. They may have said that you may have done something to them, but you know that this person is very immature. So they may have gone around and said that maybe you were the one starting fights with them. Okay, they felt like they were trapped when they were with you. Okay, this could also be someone who tried to like trap you in some type of relationship, but they really didn't want like a serious relationship. They were still playing the field, non-committal. So they wanted to have the cake and eat it too. This Joker. Okay. Now they're looking for an exit plan. I feel like saying that they feel like you can save them from their karma. Okay. They didn't care when you were drowning in your emotions. They didn't want to apologize to you when they know that they were hurting you. Instead they were pumping up their chests. Okay, acting superior, maybe very condescending of you, always criticizing you, maybe always comparing you to whoever that they were having the affair with. That's some hurtful shit. So if you're not in a very forgiving mood right now, I don't blame you. For some of you, this is the past, but this could also be happening right now. Or they're saying to be aware of another situation that you may get into. It may start fast and it may end fast. Okay, this person is not going to show you their true colors when they first meet you. This person is very controlling. They may have the same traits as your past person. So they're saying to be aware of that. And you know, anytime you're in a situation where you were not treated the best or you were not appreciated, it always takes two. That's why we have the it takes two card here. It always takes two. And for some of you, you have taken accountability for the part you played. Maybe you overstayed your welcome. Maybe you just stayed too long. Maybe you had hope and faith that everything would work out for you, but you realized that nothing is getting better, so you had to move on. You realize that this person is a joker and very immature. Okay, your feelings, the situation, your heart, it was just a game to them. Okay, very narcissistic traits. Okay, now I know we use the word narcissistic to describe a lot of people, like who like try to gaslight and manipulate and stuff like that. But sometimes it's actually a mental illness. Okay, and I feel like I'm not a doctor or anything, but I feel like when someone is so toxic that the emotions are completely shut off and there's nothing anyone can do actually to help them out of that situation, being the way that they are, I feel like it's from trauma or some type of experience that they had that they never healed from, they never got any help with. Okay, for some of them it's just like a lot of skeletons in the closet, and they never got to like talk about it or free themselves from it. Okay, so they're walking around with all this hurt and pain and suffering, but without getting it resolved. So they try to inflict that on the people that they come into contact with. Okay, I think that's the best way that I can explain it. Like they want you to feel what they feel every day. Like there's no, can you imagine just living a life where everything is just doom and gloom? Like you have no hope for the future. You're worried about when the next shoe is gonna drop. You worried about your partner or your person, they're gonna leave you and cheat on you and stuff like that. It's not a very happy place to be. So that's why I figured out like maybe it's some type of something mental going on. But we have introvert here. It says privacy, separate, online community with the self righteous. So this could be someone online that's pretending that everything is roses, everything is good, everything is great. They come on here and they pretend. This could be a couple too, on an online couple, or it doesn't necessarily have to be, but it could be a particular person who is online that acts like everything is so beautiful, everything is so great, but behind closed doors, they're suffering from depression, they're paranoid. You see, that's what I was picking up. Someone, I just said that someone may feel like the when is the next shoe gonna drop? Their partner is gonna leave them, their business is gonna go bankrupt. Okay, all these fears and stuff like that. That's what they're feeling. So they come on here and then they project these things onto you, onto the collective. But that's neither here nor there, because it's not only people online that do it. There are people in your everyday life, okay? People that you may be around. This could also be like family members. This could be like co-workers and stuff like that, or people that you surround yourself with, your friends group, you know. So it doesn't necessarily have to pertain to individuals online. I'm just saying, because it said, you know, something about what is it, internet community, online community. Okay, but then again, this could also be speaking of people who are going through this type of, especially if you're recovering. Okay, especially if you're recovering, you can reach out to people online. And I'm not just saying any old person or any old group or whatever. I'm pretty sure they have like phone numbers that you can call, people that you can contact. Maybe you can Google it, whatever your situation is, you may be able to Google it and get some type of help, some type of, you know, some type of contact information in order for you to get help. Okay, so, you know, I know when people are bullied to the max, like until they can't take anymore, you know, suffering, darkness, persecution. I was just speaking of bullying. I just said it. Okay, so if someone was actually bullying you for real, and you know it was bullying, but you didn't allow them to break you, because I know sometimes when people bully people, it drives them to like all different kind of stuff. If you feel like you need help, please reach out to someone. Please reach out. So I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people that you can contact that's willing to help you through your situation. Okay, you don't want to choose a permanent, how do they say it, a permanent something something, a permanent solution to something of that sort. Okay, and what I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to use it, but I'm like the S word again, it keeps coming up. Okay, so be careful. If you're suffering in silence, you feel like your entire life is crumbling, and you're thinking about an exit plan. Okay, I'm talking about the S word. Please reach out to someone. Okay, please withdraw from that thought, that train of thought. Try your best to withdraw from anything that's going to actually trigger the thoughts even more. I would say to, like, sometimes they say caffeine, too much caffeine, or some type of drug or something like that. Try to control. Self-control. So the withdrawal is like self-control. Now this could just be you thinking negative thoughts. Maybe this person has damaged you like mentally so bad. Okay, maybe this person actually took everything you felt that was valuable to you. Okay, everything that you probably built together or something like that. You may feel like this person took it all from you, and then you have to start all over. Anytime you lose something like that, especially like if you're in a relationship, if you're going through some type of separation, and you feel like the other person took everything from you, trust and believe that the Most High God will provide something even better. Okay, but you must have faith in yourself, and you must have faith in the Most High. Okay, trust, or whoever it is that you deem as the higher power, whoever you worship, you know whoever you give thanks to, you show gratitude to, whoever, whatever it is that you show gratitude to. Okay, just know that you will be provided for. You will never have to go without. Okay, because I know, like some narcissists, the types of seeds that they sow, it makes you wonder. It even makes you doubt your own self-worth. Okay, with the seeds that they sow. But the Holy Spirit, your spiritual team, is saying you can rebrand yourself. You can become the person that you always dreamed that you could be before interacting with this person, before all the trials and the tribulations and the hurt, the suffering, the pain, you know, all the negatives. Before all of that, who were you? And I'm pretty sure whoever I'm speaking to right now, you were a bomb-ass person before you met the one that tried to break you. They tried it. Okay? So you can start all over. You can, like, scrap everything and just go for it. You know, look at it this way. You don't have a tyrant in your energy anymore. You can indulge. You can be happy. You can be free. You can make new friends. Okay? Your interactions from now on is going to be light. It's going to be happy. I mean, you will experience, you know, sometimes you may go back. You may have like you may reminisce. Okay, you may reminisce. You may you'll remember what you experienced. You'll remember everything. And you may also feel like giving up or stopping or not going forward, or just like you can't take anymore. But you can. When you can't, when you feel like you can't do something and you actually push yourself to do it, that's when you get the best results. Okay? Looking for an exit plan. The exit plan is self-love. Love yourself. Love who you are. Take care of yourself. Be concerned about yourself. Okay? Heal your heart. Heal your life. Okay? You can make better choices. This doesn't have to end in on a negative tone. Okay? Even when you don't see the end of the tunnel, even when you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, if you make the changes that needs to be made in order for you to become whole again, you're gonna see the results, and the results are going to be beautiful. Don't let a joker win over you. Don't let a joker have a success story. Don't be somebody else's story. You have your own story to tell. Okay? And whatever negative feelings that you're feeling right now, withdraw from that. Try your best to withdraw from it, because the mind, your mind, you take control of your emotions, you take control of everything. And whoever it is that you were dealing with, if someone don't know how to control their emotions, they're not in charge of their emotions, they let people trigger them, trust me, you can be anybody's fool. You're anyone's fool if you don't have control over your emotions, if you're not emotionally intelligent. And you, my friend, you can take total control of your emotions and have this victory over this joker. I wanted to see you down bad. They wanted to see you down bad. They wanted to hear bad things about you. For some of them, they may even want to start over with you, but the wounds are so deep. The wounds are so deep. Maybe now they want to build a family with you because they went over there and the grass was not greener. They realized that the grass was brown when they got over there already. But now they want now they want to have eternal love and happiness with you. You don't need them. Well, that's up to you. But I would not advise that if this person pushed you to the limit where you were thinking of just ending it all for yourself, hell no. Don't give them another chance. But if you know that it wasn't that bad, Like there were little disagreements and stuff like that, and y'all could get over it, and yeah. So eternal love, when I say eternal love with triumph, this is telling me that your spiritual team, your ancestors, okay, they're watching over you, they're looking over you, you're protected. The real estate is giving me the Four of Wands energy. And the Four of Wands energy with the eternal love is giving me Four of Wands and Ten of Pentacles. No, Ten of Cups. Okay? So finally, emotional fulfillment for you. Okay? As long as you've been doing the work, as long as you've been healing your heart, healing yourself, putting yourself first, you had to start over. Maybe you had to relearn who you are, and that's okay. That's always okay. We're always changing, ever changing. Okay? Ask me how I know. Well, not just that, but certain aspects I have in my chat will cause me to crash and burn and revamp. So it's nothing new for me. But if you're not like that, I mean, like, you have a triumph here. The bottom right here is like the Most High telling you, look how the top is. The top is super scary. But the bottom here, coming to the ending, to the closing, it's like they counted you out. They did. They counted you out. They thought they'd rip your heart to shreds. You would never recover. Some of them even wanted you to be on drugs and down bad and all that kind of stuff. And they realized that that's the best thing they could have ever done. They gave you an entire opportunity to start your life over, to rebrand yourself, to renew who you are. Okay? I'm getting the Strength card. The Strength card is showing up. Strength card is showing up. Okay? You did it all on your own, by yourself, without help. For some of you, you did get help. Maybe you had to go to some therapy or something like that. But for a lot of you, the majority of you I'm getting here, I'm picking up here, you did it all by yourself. Without asking for a handout, without hesitation. When you decided to take off running, and knowing that you will always be supported, that you will not put on this earth to suffer, from betrayals, from deceit, enemies. I tell you, your spiritual team have your back. With the Libation card, maybe because you pray a lot, maybe you're very prayerful, you have a scheduled plan. For maybe some of you have like a certain time that you worship, maybe you have a certain prayer that you say. Okay, child, you're probably trying to pluck your tea right now. Clock it. Clock that thing. Clock it. Clock it. Clock that tea. I'm telling you. They don't know how you do it. You have them confused. They're trying to find out. Trying to gather evidence. But your self-esteem and your self-worth is on 10,000 because you're finally getting justice. Okay? You're finally getting justice. And that's in the cards for you. So you can have sweet dreams. Don't listen to the naysayers. They probably try to send you disturbances and stuff like that. They've been stealing from you. Some of them maybe stole money from you and tried to bully you too. Tried to put you in jail. because they thought it was a great adventure, that they would steal your blessings because they had the friends on their side that pretended that they care about them. Now they want to apologize and compromise. Oh, child, it's too much going on here. Because they didn't know who they was playing with. They thought you was soft. And by soft, I mean they thought you were push around, or maybe that's how you are. You get sad really fast and maybe you start crying. Maybe you're a crybaby, maybe you cry a lot. Maybe you have a lot of water in your chat, and they love to see that. They love to see you in pain. They love to see you down. They loved it. That's what built them up. They felt strong in your energy. Two of Cups and the Page of Swords. The Two of Cups is about love. The Page of Swords is about spine and, you know. But this one says, an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. So some of you may be getting into some type of contract with a person. Maybe a Two of Cups situation. It could have to do with love, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. This could just be like a partnership or something. Two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits, don't give up on those you love. So for some of you, whatever they did to you, you could forgive them. Maybe some of you have a little bit of love still in there for them. Maybe you still want to reconcile and stuff like that with them. But for some of you here, they're trying to look into your life to see if you have somebody coming towards you, if you have somebody, if you're with somebody. For some of you, if this is a job situation, a work situation, family situation, they're spending on you to see if you what are the options that you have, is what I'm getting here. Let's go. What are the messages we have for the collective? What other messages do we have for the collective? We have Three of Ariel. Yeah. They may have help, or they may work with someone. This could also be a private investigator too. The Three of Ariel, this is about work. So they could have paid someone to look into your life. You see how we're looking into the box right there? Just staring. Staring. Do what you love. A time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors. Working with others in a cooperative manner. I tell you, maybe this is someone that did you wrong. They live in no stone unturned. They want to know everything about your life. But when you were there, you were too much. Page of Gabriel. Energetic, brave, optimistic, playful. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities, for excitement and adventure. Okay, this could be a kind of the Page of Wands. Yeah, this is about starting something new, but you have to be very careful. Okay, make sure you're prepared. Make sure you're prepared, because this is someone that takes on situations without being prepared. So if this is like a job interview, if it's just like a date or something, make sure. You know, sometimes when you go on a date and stuff like that, you have to prep in the mirror first, like practice what you're going to say. Not that you're trying to be fake, but you don't want to come off as weird or awkward, especially if you haven't been dating. If you haven't been on a date for a while, you don't want to come out like weird. And we don't have the introvert card here, so I'll practice in the mirror. I'll not be ratchet, but I'll practice in the mirror first. Page of Raphael. Gentle, loving, dreaming, open-hearted, a new emotional situation, messages regarding relationship or social invitations, great intuitive insight. Okay, so I'm getting social media twice here. Internet, something. Some of you may meet someone on the internet. May go on a date. Maybe you're on these dating sites and stuff like that. Make sure you screen them really, really good. Someone may invite you out on a date. Yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. And we have a lot of creativity here too. So for some of you, it's just that maybe you wanted to start some type of a business, some online business or something like that, and you were in doubt, maybe you were in fear, maybe people were projecting that shit on you in order for you not to be able to move forward. Three of Cups, Three of Raphael. It could have been a group of friends that probably knew that you wanted to do something online. Maybe you wanted to open a business, maybe you wanted to open maybe some type of clothing store, or you wanted to sell your goods, or whatever it is that you wanted to do, that you mentioned to at least three people. They've been hitting on your shit. Reasons to celebrate: a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. Not everybody that not everybody likes to hear good news when it comes to you, because I feel like a lot of people try to like put you down and stuff like that. What I see, Ten of Michael. A situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. Okay, so we're moving on, especially after Mercury retrograde. That's why a lot of the past energy is coming up, because mm, I think Mercury retrograde ends in the next 2 days. I think on the 7th or something. Strength. I was speaking of the strength card. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. So after all of the betrayals, after it's all been revealed to you, you still have the strength to forgive yourself and to forgive those who have wronged you. And it's okay for you to move on. You can still keep your heart open. You can still open your heart. Still work on yourself, especially your self-love. Practice self-love and gratitude every single day, especially if you're recovering, okay? Self-love and gratitude. Nine of Ariel. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for beautiful things in life. Some of you may be meeting the person of your dreams, the person that you always wished for some of you. And we have Six of Ariel. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. That is so beautiful. You're beautiful. Page of Michael again. But someone keeps spying on you, man. I ain't lying. Someone keeps spying on you. They want you trapped in your head. They don't want you to move forward. They wanted you to keep investing in something that was not going anywhere. You giving and giving and giving, they taking and taking and taking and not giving nothing back. You deserve a 12 cup situation, because whoever it is that's been messing with you or that's been spying on you, okay? I see the High Priestess. I see the, what is that? I see the Tower. It's a lot coming out over here. And we have the Seven of Michael. Too much betrayal. It could have been from an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What's picking up? We have the Two of Ariel. You becoming, okay, you balancing your life out after the Tower, after the betrayal, after the trying to one-up you and stuff like that. Okay, you're a natural High Priestess, or this is someone who practices the occult that was coming for you like that, trying to mess with you. Maybe mess with your chakras, try to get you unaligned. Let's see what's going on with them, since they want to be up in your business. Holy Spirit, what does the collective need to know about this person, these people who has been attacking them? What do they need to know? Holy Spirit, what do they need to know about them? What does the collective need to know about them? Holy Spirit. We have secret manipulation. Manipulation is often secret. Recognize it and avoid being controlled. We did pick up that they were very controlling, very manipulative. Veiled grudges. Grudges can be veiled in forgiveness. Recognize them to heal relationships. Okay? So they've been holding a grudge. They've been holding a grudge when it comes to you. Concealed lies. Lies are often concealed. Seek the truth to dispel the darkness. That's exactly what you're doing because you're getting away from them. Concealed truths. Truths are concealed for a reason. Seek them out to gain clarity and understanding. Secret hurt. Hurt is often kept secret. Offer empathy to those who suffer. You were very empathic when it came to this person after all of the betrayals, all of the lies, all of the, you see? Very empathic to them. Silent wounds. Wounds can be silent but deep. Offer support to those in pain. That's what I was speaking of too when I told you they're walking around with all of their trauma and they just want someone to lash out on. They need a punching bag or something. Secret doubts. Doubts are often secret. Address them to gain confidence and clarity. So now I guess they're getting clarity that you were not the problem. Since they always wanted to make you the problem. Hidden regrets. Regrets are often hidden. Acknowledge them to find peace and closure. You've already gotten your peace and closure. Now they have to face their fears, their lies, their grudges, the manipulation, the grief. Grief can be silent but profound. Offer comfort to those who mourn. Okay? And finally, we have hidden resentment. Resentment can be hidden in smiles. Address it to maintain harmony. Okay? So, for some of you, you went through a lot. You were the punching bag. Every time they had a problem, it was always you. You were always to blame. It was always your fault. You were always the one that was wrong. You were always the one apologizing, trying to make it better. I bet they miss that. They miss the old you. You will never be that person again. As you become the better version of yourself, because you can pick up the deceit and the lies and the manipulation. You can even sniff it out. You don't even have to see them. You can just hear their voice, and then you know. Deceit can be hidden in trust. Uncover it to protect your integrity. What else can I say? We bloom. It's a beautiful place to be. When you've been through a lot and you experience a lot, when you come out of it, you become such an incredible person. You become so different. You know, people that knew you back then, if they know you now, they're gonna be like, that's not the same person. That's not the same person. You've evolved so much. Okay. Holy Spirit, what other messages we have for the collective here? What do they need to know? Fired up, be furious with rage, building up emotions, overwhelming thoughts. They're very angry. They're still angry at you, but they're not gonna show it. Pregnancy test. Some of you may have gotten pregnant and they know that you're pregnant if you've moved on to another person, and they are mad. It could be your twin. It doesn't necessarily have to be. Shared feelings, mirrored emotions, your other half, reflection of your soul. For some of you, you may be giving birth to twins. For some of you, it could be your twin that got someone pregnant and they're hot. They're hot about it. They're hot and they're mad. Jealousy. Maybe they were trying to make you jealous but got caught up in the web. Talking behind your back, being envious, pettiness, attention seeking. Maybe they were trying to get attention from you. Maybe you trashed this person. Maybe you like trashed the entire situation and they were still trying to get your attention. trying to make you jealous. But you're the divine feminine. You're a leader. You have strong intuition, empathic heart. You heal others. So by you forgiving them and being empathic with them and being, open to them, they took it for granted. Now you're guarded. Past trauma, building up the walls, defensive, blocked heart chakra. You became very guarded when it came to them. Okay, you shut them off of your energy completely. That triggered them. Childhood wounds, flashbacks, ready to explode, caught in the act. Okay, triggers. So be careful of the triggers that's coming. Like I said, there may be triggers and you may be reminiscing about everything that took place, and it may bring up some type of anger and resentment towards them, but don't let that get the best of you. Okay, you've come too far. You've come too far. Take a few deep breaths, take a step back, okay, and see how far you've come. Okay, and if this is something that you're going through right now, it gets better. Okay, the stain still coming back to me. Don't make a permanent decision for a temporary situation. Is that what it is? Okay, reminiscing, looking at photos, good times, thinking about you, dwelling. So around spring, if you're not feeling too good, you're gonna feel way better. Everything is gonna be like a memory, and soon enough, it's not even gonna be a memory anymore. It's just gonna be like, it's not gonna affect you as much. Okay, the secret, all the secrets are exposed. They were hiding the truth. You made a decision. This could have been an air sign that was doing that shit. Now they want to appreciate you, but it's too much water under the bridge for some of you. They want to work it out, negotiating with you. They want to beg. Okay, let's do it for the children. But they were super immature. Now they have to admire you from the gateway from afar. Could have been a fire sign as well. Okay, or an air sign and a fire sign had to separate, or they had to be completely cut out of your energy. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I love each and every single one of you, and I'll be back with more messages for you guys.